from what is left of our lives. Will you please welcome Bill Hicks?
Comedy music. I like Metallica open up my show here because it fits my mood, you know, because I flew over here from Los Angeles. When I left, everything was peachy and cool, and I swear to God, land the fucking plane, get off, walk by a newspaper, LA burns to ground. Hold on a second. Left a cigarette burning or something, you know. American comics, saw it. You, how about a hand for Kirvo? Opening up the show. Kirvo, give me some love. Kirvo. The band. Don't let me force you. Fuck! There goes my drink. On the electrical wire. Watch this. Scanners. Yeah, it fits my mood, Metallica, man. I'm telling you, LA, man. Fucking mind, go berserk behind me, you know. Not only are we waking from the American dream, we're coming to the emergency room following a horrible accident. And all we can recollect is some guy named Reagan was driving. Margaret Thatcher was in the back seat telling him which way to turn. Turn right, go right. Well. Fascist one, humans nothing. Man, did y'all see those? You see those cops testifying in that Rodney King trial? Did you see those cops testifying? These guys got balls or what? These guys carry their balls in a wheelbarrow, man. Excuse me, gotta testify. Excuse me. If I could just get up to the bench. Hold on. Place your right testicle on the Bible and repeat after me. Listen. Thank you. It is okay, tech guys, to have water on the electrical wire. Yeah, Bill, it'll be fucking great. Those guys testifying was unbelievable. I'd never seen that. I saw it over here, you know. It's unbelievable. The cop looks right in the fucking camera and goes, Rodney King tape? It's all in how you look at it. Excuse me. Jesus! How are you looking at that thing? Well, it's how you look at it. For instance, if you turn the TV sideways, Rodney King is defying gravity, flying through the air. I never looked at it that way. That's what I'm trying to tell you. If you look at it with a hood on, you see 17 good-looking white men and something on the ground. What is that? Looks like a dog. Could be dangerous. That's how you look at it. You know, you run the tape backwards, you see the cops uncuffing him and sending him on his way. Not guilty. Excuse me. I have a victory party to go to, excuse me. Jesus. Fascist too, humans nothing. George Bush says the justice system is not done with the case. and he's going to make sure about it. He's going to call a special committee made up of the surviving members of the Warren Commission to review the tape. They'll probably come up with the magic baton theory. One baton blow that went out of hand. Fuck, I can't stop my arm. Help! It's bouncing off his head. Help! Man, you might hit my nuts. Get out of the way. Help me! Can't stop the fucking baton! My nuts. Balls, whatever. I'm tired of this fucking language gap between us. I'm sorry, I'm delirious. It's going to be an extra long show while we try and pan for fucking comedy gold, okay? All right. The Warren Commission. I talked about Kennedy a little bit because I'm fascinated by the Kennedy case. I really am. I'm fascinated that you can lie to so many people and have so many people believe it. I just think that's intriguing, you know? A lot of people go, Bill, quit talking about Kennedy, man. It's over. It's in the past, man. It's a long time ago. Just quit talking about it. I'm like, all right, then don't bring up Jesus to me, you know? As long as we're talking shelf life here, you know. Is that lamb stale? Or is it me? But I've heard some incredible theories about Kennedy assassination since that movie JFK came out. Here's the weirdest one. Y'all see JFK, first of all? 5 of you. Great. How many of y'all saw Turner and Hooch? We watch it every day. Thank you. Please sit down. We have all the dialogue memorized. Thank you. Thank you very much. Anyway, incredible theories about who shot Kennedy. Here's the most intriguing one. Pretty odd, but I've had several people tell me, you know who shot Kennedy? The Secret Service man in the front seat of the limousine. Sounds ludicrous, but think about it. Every time you've ever seen that Zapruder film, have you ever looked at the Secret Service man in the front seat of that limo? You can't recall what he looks like, can you? You never fucking looked at it. It's the ultimate magic trick of misdirection. Like most people, when I see the Zapruder film, I'm looking, you know, at Jackie's ass when she gets on the trunk of that car. Ow! Reach for that brain, baby. Goddamn it. Hey. It's dead. Life goes on. You know, sorry. So it was a tragedy, but look at that little pink fucking ass. God damn it. Thank you. Little pink fucking ass. Thank you very much. I am from the U.S., in case you didn't know that. Now, I know who killed Kennedy. It was Marilyn Monroe. You know. Yeah, it even says in her diary, yesterday I blew John's brains out. A written confession. Does Time magazine pick up on this? No. I swear this show's going to take off in a minute. As soon as I wake up. I'm going to fly right out of here. Fuck Heathrow, fuck Gatwick. We're the new airport right here. Little runway, little comedy runway here. But you're doing your best to impersonate London smog, aren't you? You will not take off. There's a low cloud over you, Bill. So I read in the paper that scientists have concluded that London smog is caused by the cars. They got good check for that fucking conclusion. Cars are causing the smog. Cars are. I thought it was those fucking tea kettles, but no. Cars, apparently, somehow burning fuel emits something. Scientists are working on it. And we'll get back to you with an update as soon as we figure this shit out. Of course, it's different than in L.A., where the smog is caused by gunpowder. Subtle. Yeah. We used to have car smog. Yeah, years ago. The good old days. Now, that's artillery. I believe that's fucking artillery. That's what I love about being in the UK, man. I mean, I really love it here. And it's so, I'm sorry to say this, and don't take this wrong, but it's so fucking quaint. And it really is. I know, fuck no. I know, get it out. I know, there was no soccer game today, there was no riot. Get out your little angst. You know, but I had, during the riots, I'm sitting there trying to watch the fucking riot, you know, and people go, no, we have crime here too, this is terrible. Fuck you, you have nothing like our crime. This is Hobbiton and I'm Bilbo Hicks, alright? You know, your kind of crime is like, ooh, some hooligans knocked over a dustbin. Ooh, what would I do with them hooligans? You know, it's just not the same as
Child with bazooka beheads teacher.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying. Yeah, that's all. And don't take that wrong. It's admirable. I salute you. But it was funny, even reading the newspaper here, accounts of the LA riots, because it was like, you know, that one guy, that truck driver who got pulled out of his fucking truck, beaten. I read the paper account here. A lorry driver had a dustbin thrown through his wind pane. Woo! I bet that smarted. Not the same as his head was caved in. But I like it here for that reason. No guns. That's very relaxing to me, I'm telling you, man. Because, you know how the States, you know how we are about guns. And I heard last year y'all had 14 deaths from handguns. 14. Probably American tourists. Yeah. Call this a sandwich? There's nothing on the bread. That's what we eat here. It's a sandwich. That's bread. I want ice in my fucking drink. We don't drink ice. We don't use it. You don't boil pizza. Probably starving fucking Americans here. I don't want any more chips. Quit it. We eat them all. I know it. I love fries, don't get me wrong, but every fucking meal, come on. Everything comes with chips. I saw hookers on London streets going, head and chips! And you may think you've gotten good head before, but unless you've had it with a big hot piping plate of chips in front of you, civilized. I like that. Finding two of my favorite pastimes. 14 deaths from handguns. Unbelievable. United States, I think you know how we feel about guns. I'm getting a warm, tingly feeling. Just saying the word. 23,000 deaths from handguns. Last year! Let's go through the numbers again. They're a little baffling at first glance. UK, no handguns, 14 deaths. US, I think you know how we feel about them. I'm getting a stiffy. 23,000 deaths from handguns. But there's no connection. You'd be a fool and a communist to make one. There is no connection. No connection at all between having a gun and shooting someone with it and not having a gun and not shooting someone. I know, some of you fucking liberals think there's a connection, don't you? Communist? You know. Man, if I fall asleep, wake me up and let me finish the show. I'm really sorry. Night 20, I don't know where the fuck I am, but it's very pleasant. Don't get me wrong. least know how bad, no matter how bad the show is, I won't be shocked. I might have some hooligans hit me with a dustbin, but I'll roll with that. But the news, man, is just apocalyptic. Maybe I'm hypersensitive, but God, you ever sit around and just watch what's coming up on the news? Is it unbelievably depressing? This half hour, war, death, famine, AIDS, homeless, recession, depression, drought, flood, earthquake, riot, pit bull, and snooker highlights. Thank God we got some fucking news coming up here. Riots, yeah. Where's the snooker? Earthquake, yeah. Man, I don't get it. I mean, I get here and I'm watching, I turn on, there's fucking the same I'll tell you what else I'm tired of. These fucking test audiences they do for movies before they come out. You know what I'm talking about? Do you know they test market audiences for movies and then they change the movie depending on how this test audience liked it? For instance, I go see this movie, Basic Instinct. It just came out here. Piece of shit. It really is. It's like a bad Streets of San Francisco episode, alright? Save your fucking money. Anyway, come to find out, all the lesbian sex scenes were cut out of this movie because a test audience was turned off by them. Man, is my thumb not on the pulse of America, you know? I don't want to seem like Randy Pan the goat boy, but it's the only reason I went to that piece of shit, you know. If I had been in that test audience, the only one out front protesting right now would be Michael Douglas demanding his part be put back in. I swear I was in that movie. I swear I was. Gee, Mike, the movie started, Sharon Stone was in bed with another woman for an hour and a half, then the credits rolled. Because I am a good boy. It's so funny. It's such a piece of shit movie, and it's titillating middle America is what it is. Middle class people. People go, oh man, it's a great movie. Yeah, why? You get to see Sharon Stone's pussy. The hallmark of art, you know. Yeah, you get to see her pussy for 1/8 of a second. Don't blink. Don't go for popcorn. I got news for you, folks, and I hope I'm not, letting you in on anything you don't know. There's films with nothing but pussy at all. No 1/8 of a second. That's 1/8 of a second of plot. The rest is pussy, pussy, pussy. If you want to see pussy, I would recommend going straight to the pussy section of the tape store and save your fucking money. Because that's how bad this movie is. They're just titillating people. You know what I mean? It's a shitty movie. 40 minutes into it, you're going, God, this sucks. Jesus, this is a piece of shit. Did you just see her pussy? What, did I see what? No, I was looking over there. You missed the whole film. Yeah, you can get whole tapes of it, I swear to you. And, I'll tell you the story, right? I'm in London, right? I'm walking down the street, and this fucking busload of tourists from Idaho or something gets off. And they bumped into me, right? And I flew into this adult bookstore. Right through the looking glass, right? Billy in Wonderland. Anyway, I was really embarrassed, and I had my hands in my pockets, and I threw, boom, money flies out of my hand onto the fucking counter, right? And this guy hands me this magazine. I'm just embarrassed, I'm blushing. So I ran right to the hotel room to throw it away, right? Throw it in the garbage, it hits, breaks open on my bed. But I'm telling you, man, you guys, I'm going to have to start importing my own porno into this country because it's bizarre. You guys, they're people, they're naked, cool, I'm with you. I recognize the positions, great. But over their genitalia are blue dots. Ooh, they're throwing me off. Naked guy standing like that, woman down here like that, and a blue dot right here. I wonder what's happening. Then I saw a live sex show club, live sex on stage. Oh, what a bummer. Have to be the guy that holds the blue dot. For those of y'all who knew what that just was, you are goat children. Anyway, porno, who cares? Not me. My girlfriend hated porno. I say hated because she's no longer my girlfriend. Priorities, you know. And, but I'd be watching one of those films and she'd go, that woman is not enjoying that. She is not enjoying that. And I go, well, honey, she's got a pretty big grin on her face. And we know she's not a good actress. You know, I guess women's attitudes is that those movies are degrading to women. And I say, look at the guys. Are they exalted? I couldn't make a face like that if a car ran over my foot. She looks great. He looks like a doofus. He's degraded. Tell you, if I had my way, there wouldn't be any men in pornographic films. I must be tired. We're going right to the dick jokes 5 minutes into the show. I'm losing my sense of control. Here's a great news story going on in the States, right? News story. These fundamentalist Christians down south, right? Yeah, like, where else are they going to be? Okay. Anyway, these fundamentalist Christians in Paris, anyway, they're down south. They're trying to get creationism taught in schools as a science. Creationism taught in schools as a science. Now, other than the obvious only objection, it's not one. Other than that, and for God's sake, I'm not recommending we allow reason to rule our judgments. Don't get me wrong. I think it would be great, because it would definitely be the shortest class of the day. Welcome to Creationist Science. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. On the seventh day, He rested. See you at the final. Hope I can remember all that. We'll study. You ever notice how people who believe in creationism look really unevolved? You notice that? Eyes real close together, big furry hands and feet. I believe God created me in one day. And it looks like He rushed it. That's just so weird, you know. There's actually a Bible out in the States called the New Living Bible. It's a Bible in updated and modern English. And I guess they wanted to make it more palatable for people to read, but it's really odd when you hear, and Jesus walked on water, and Peter said, awesome. Suddenly we got Jesus hanging 10 across the Sea of Galilee, you know. Christ bogus But it's just a weird belief, you know what I mean? A lot of Christians wear crosses around their necks. You think when Jesus comes back, he wants to see a fucking cross? Ow. Maybe that's why he hasn't shown up yet, you know? Oh, fuck, they're still wearing crosses. No, fuck it. When they start wearing fishes, I'll go back. They're missing the goddamn point. Excuse me, Father. No biggie, son. Thank you, Father. It's kind of like going up to Jackie Onassis with a rifle pendant on, you know? Just thinking of John, Jackie. We love him. Trying to keep the memory alive. Back into the left. Back into the left. Fucking people going, that was a nervous reaction. Made his head do that. Really? A nervous guy, I tell you. It looks like a bullet hit him right in the fucking forehead. I mean, you know, based on physics. You would think. Well, that tape is all in how you look at it. Turn the tape sideways, you see the Kennedy wasn't even shot. He just kept hitting his head against the fucking ground. Why that Secret Service man was driving on 2 tires, we'll never know. I did that cross joke down south, and these 3 rednecks met me after the show. Hey, buddy, come here. Hey, Mr. Comedian, come here. Yeah, I love that. Come here. Not a physics major. My only guy. Mr. Funny Man, come here. Hey, buddy, we're Christians. We don't like what you said. I said, then forgive me. Later, when I was hanging from the tree, I was thinking to myself, these are good folk. They don't hide their lamp under a fucking bed. No. They light it up on people's lawns. Anyway, it's great to be here. It really is. Don't be fooled by my demeanor or my fucking face. It sags with fatigue. But whatever spark is left in me is grateful to be here. Very civilized. I actually flew on a plane. I could smoke on here. That's a blast from my past. They don't allow smoking on planes in the States, you know, which is weird. They don't allow smoking, right? But they allow children. A little consistency, okay? So I'm a smoker, so I'm trying to quit flying. I'll tell you the story, right? I was flying from New York to LA, 5-hour flight, right? I get on the plane, all the seats next to me are empty. Cool, I'm going to bed. Every armrest goes up, pillows, blankets, fuck it, I'm out of here. No shame. I love doing that because all the business guys look at horror when you do that. I actually had a guy go, is that allowed? No, I bought every seat. Shut up. I love taking $6,000 naps, you asshole. Anyway, I'm asleep on this plane, right? And I feel this tapping on my head. And I look up, there's this little kid loose on the plane. This little kid just fucking loose, and he's tapping me on the head. And I look across at his mom, and she's just smiling. This guy next to the mom goes, they're so cute when they're that small. This little kid's like loose, and he runs over to the emergency exit, and he starts flipping the handle to the door. The guy next to the mom starts to get up. And I go, wait a minute. We're about to learn an important lesson right here. Well, you're right. The smaller he gets, the cuter he is. Goddammit. Check that out. What a cute little speck. Look at that. You can just make out his little blue jumper against that cloud. I wish I had a camera. Stewardess, since we got a door open, can we smoke now? True story. I do smoke. If this bothers anybody, I recommend you looking around the world in which we live and, I don't know, shutting your fucking mouth. Either that or suffer a facial burn, your choice. Excuse me, sir, do you mind not? Ow. Oh, honey, you put it out in my eye. I tried to tell him, he spun and stuck it in my fucking cornea. This is much worse than secondary smoke. Maybe I should worry about something other than that guy smoking a cigarette over there. Maybe the homeless or poor people. Wow, I'm blind, yet now I can see. What a self-righteous little prick I am, honey. True story. But everyone smokes here, it's cool. You don't get this a lot. Here's the worst kind of non-smoker in the States, you get it. When you're smoking, someone will walk up to you. I always say, shit, you're lucky you don't smoke. What a hell of a cough you got there, dude. I smoke all day and don't cough like that. What a wuss. That's kind of cruel, though, going up to a smoker and coughing at him, you know? Shit. You go up to crippled people dancing too, you cough. Hey, Mr. Wheelchair, what's your problem? Come on, Ironside, race you. Fucking sadist. I mean the nerve. These are what's known as rationalizations. How much do you smoke a day, sir? 10? Cigarettes? Can't conceive of that kind of self-control. I go through 2 lighters a day. Wow. Only good thing about smoking now is every pack has a different warning on it. Mine say, warning, smoking may cause fetal injury or premature birth. Fuck it. Found my ground. Just don't get the ones that say lung cancer. Shop around. Gotta use your head. Yeah, give me a carton of low birth weights. Line them up. Fuck it, I'll smoke it. You non-smokers, man, you say the dumbest things. I was in New York City, guy said to me, hey man, quit smoking, get your sense of smell back. That's exactly what I'm looking for in New York. Sense of smell. Is that urine? Woo-hoo. I think I smell a dead guy. Look, honey, a dead guy. Covered in urine. Check this out. Just think, if I'd been smoking, I never would have found him. That's fresh. Someone just peed on that guy. Woo, get the camera. They're peeing on the dead in New York. You gotta love that town. Hello there, my fallen friend. How are you today? Having a bad day in the Big Apple, boy? Hey, what? I'm gonna write I love New York on your chest. Some tourist will want a picture of you. As though New York would be Oz if it weren't for my cigarette. Okay. That was a nice moment. You feel that? That's what heaven's like. Not with the staring, but the quiet. I gotta quit, but I'm trying, but, you know. I'm tired of giving shit up, man. You know what I mean? God damn, that's the irony of life. Everything that's fun kills you. You quit it all, you die anyway. Fuck it. I gave up drinking, had to quit, because I really fucking drank. And I was really fucking pathetic, you know. I'd get pulled over by the cops, I'd be so drunk, I'd be out dancing to their lights, thinking I'd made it to another club. What is this, a leather bar? It's a highway, you fucking idiot. What are you doing? I don't do drugs anymore. It's in the average touring punk band. I don't do drugs anymore. And I want to thank the sound guy for offering. He's not even up there. I used to do drugs, and I used to do a lot of drugs, and I quit. But I will tell you this about drugs, and I know this isn't a very popular idea. You don't hear it very often, but it's true, and therefore I think it needs to be said. I had a great time doing drugs. Sorry. Never murdered anyone, never robbed anyone, never raped anyone, never beat anyone, never lost a job, a car, a house, a wife, or kids. Laughed my ass off. Went about my fucking day. I know, Chuck. Now, where's my commercial? How come so the other guy gets the commercial? I lost my job, then my car, then my house, then my wife, then my kids. Don't do drugs. I'm definitely not doing it with you. You're bumming me out. Get away from me. Who invited Mr. Doom over? The guy by the dip. He's bumming everyone out. He lost everything. He found his way over here. Fuck. How come we're so lucky? I mean, I've lost my car before, okay? I found it the next morning, you know. I don't think that warranted a commercial. I lost my car, and, no, there it is by that dumpster. Forget it. See you tomorrow. But you know, this war against drugs, you know what I mean? What does it all mean? Alcohol's a drug. Alcohol's legal. Alcohol kills more people than crack, coke, and heroin combined each year. I'll tell you, if I was going to have a drug be legal, it would not be alcohol. You know why? There's better drugs and better drugs for you, and that's a fact. So you can stop your internal dialogue. Wait a minute, Bill. Alcohol is an acceptable form of social interaction, which results in a form of social groups in which we are. Shut the fuck up. Your denial is beneath you, and thanks to the use of hallucinogenic drugs, I see through you. Not only do I think marijuana should be legalized, I think it should be mandatory. I'm a hardliner. It'd be a better world, man. Think about it, man. You're at a ball game, you're at a concert, someone's really violent, aggressive, and obnoxious. Are they drunk or are they smoking pot? Let me be more clear. They're drunk. I've never seen people on pot get in a fight because it's fucking impossible. They would. They would. of argument. Say you get in a car accident and you've been smoking pot. You're only going 4 miles an hour. Shit, we hit something. We got to open the garage door. Just a better world. But I'll tell you, man, I've never heard a reason that rang true why marijuana is against the law. You ever heard a reason that rang true why it's... No, me either. But it just is. Well, why? It grows everywhere. It serves 1,000 different functions, all of them positive. To make marijuana against the law is like saying God made a mistake. You know what I mean? It's like God on the seventh day looked down at his creation and said, there it is, my creation, perfect and holy in all ways. Now I can rest. Oh my me. I left fucking pot everywhere. Oh, I should have never smoked that joint on the third day. If I leave pot everywhere, that's going to give people the impression they're supposed to use it. Now I have to create Republicans. So you see, it's a vicious cycle. You know, I love when George Bush came out and said, we are losing the war against drugs. We're losing the war against drugs. But you know what that implies? There's a war being fought, and people on drugs are winning. What does that fucking tell you? Smart, creative people on that side. They're winning a war and they're fucked up. You know? Imagine if they were straight. Georgie Bush. Yeah, President Bush and Damian Quayle. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look into those empty, vacant fucking eyes. Tell me they're not going to be glowing red one day. Quit making jokes about me. It's Damien. War against drugs. You know, and I'm not promoting the use of drugs. I'm really not. Well, I guess that's exactly what I'm doing. I expect you all to sit through this. I mean, I've had good times on drugs. I've had bad times too, all right? I mean, shit. Look at this haircut. There are dangers out there. I actually thought this looked good. I mean, fuck. You know how close to death I must have been? One time, me and 3 friends dropped acid, drove around in my dad's car. He's got one of those talking cars. We're tripping. Car goes, the door is ajar. We pulled over, thought about that for 12 hours. How can the door be ajar? I don't know, but I see it. I see it too. Why would they put a jar on a car? I'm not proud of every moment of my life. Nothing to write home about. We got pulled over that night too. I don't recommend that at all. Long fucking night, man. Cops were tapping on this window. We're staring at them in this mirror. How tall are you? They look tall. How does he drive that big fucking car? I don't know, there could be thousands of them. What are we going to do? Put them in the jar. It made perfect sense at that moment. Put them in a jar, poke some holes in the lid, leave them by the road. Never get us, coppers. Your cuffs won't even fit us. We'll send some little firemen to let you out. Which way to Lilliput? I used to love people when you were tripping, wanted you to do something on the trip to enhance it. You meet those people? You're tripping? Oh man, you gotta play miniature golf. Exactly what I was thinking. Get me off the third moon of Pluto for a minute. Let me hit a golf ball through a clown's mouth. Oh, he seemed to swallow it. I told you. Wait till you see the tracers on the windmill. See, my personal belief about drugs is this, my honest to God, honest to true personal belief, is that God left certain drugs growing naturally upon our planet to speed up our evolution. Yeah. You think mushrooms growing on top of cow shit was an accident? Where do you think the phrase, "that's good shit," came from? That's damn good shit. I rarely eat shit, but goddamn, you ever have that shit? That's good shit. God's little accelerator pad for evolution. That's exactly what they are. Just think about it. For millions of years, we were just nothing. Cavemen. You know, just animals. Probably too stupid to catch a cow, you know? I think we can go to the moon. Exactly how it happened. It's weird. You know what? I grew up in Texas, right? Lots of cows. And we used to go out on the farmer's property and pick mushrooms off the cow shit, right? Because I had a happy childhood. Anyway, the farmers, to keep people from jumping onto their fucking land and picking these mushrooms, the farmers came up with this feed. They feed the cows. The cows, whatever they shit, that psilocybin, they no longer shit that. In other words, whatever they're shitting or were shitting, they're storing that shit up. We might see some really special cows in the near future. Moon. And the cow jumped over the moon. But you know, how can you deny the effects of drugs have not been somewhat good on us? Come on, man. Think of the 60s. Peace, love. Where do you think that fucking came from? Remember that? Peace. Peace. Now, no one takes drugs, and what do people do? They went from peace to, fuck it, Satan. What happened to us? Peace, fuck it, Satan. You know what I mean? If you don't think music has done good things for us, do me a favor. Go home tonight, take all your albums, tapes, and CDs, and burn them. Because you know what? The musicians who made all that great music that's enhanced your lives throughout the years, real fucking high. Man, the Beatles were so high, they let Ringo sing a couple of tunes. Tell me they weren't partying. We all live in a yellow submarine. Yeah, we all live in a yellow. Do you know how fucking high they were when they wrote that song? They had to pull Ringo off the ceiling with a rake to sing that fucking song. John, get Ringo. He's in the corner. Yeah, ooh, look at him scooch. Grab him. Hook his bell bottom. Hook his bell bottom. He's got a song he wants to sing on. Something about living in a yellow tambourine or something. Ringo, Yoko's gone. Come down. We can party. She's left the building. Come down. The party will resume. They were real high. They wrote great music.
Figure it out.
And these musicians today that don't do drugs and in fact speak out against it. We're rock against drugs. Boy, they suck. You're just no good on top of that.
Coincidence? I don't know.
They're politically correct rock group.
You also suck. You suck Satan's cock.
We're rock against drugs because that's what George Bush wanted.
Suck Satan's cock. Suck it.
We're rock stars who do Pepsi Cola commercials.
Suck Satan's pecker. Put it in your mouth. Suck Satan's black wormy jism into your gullet. It is only your dear soul. It is only dignity. Suck Satan's cock.
Luckily, Satan's dick has many heads, so all these little demon piglets can nuzzle up next to each other and suck all at once. Here comes a fella named Vanilla Ice.
Let me get this straight. You have no talent, yet you want to be a star. Suck Satan's pecker. You will be a star. Here comes a fella named Vanilla Ice. MC Hammer. Madonna.
And the list goes on. MC Hammer. I don't fucking get it. Pardon me? He's a great dancer. He's got a sand crab in his underwear.
You thought that was funny till your dick fell off, didn't you, comedian? Do not make fun of Satan's plan. Your dick will fall off. You will be a little hermaphrodite. You will no longer be Goat Boy. You will be Mr. Non-Sex. You will be a Ken doll.
Glory! I am available for children's parties, by the way. Oh, can I buy a cigarette from you, dude? You fuck! You smoke 10 a day and you're out? What, you smoke them all at breakfast? Pace yourself. Yeah, you can bum one from me. I'm trying to quit buying, that's all. Got tons left. My eye, I lost it. Oop, I lost my whole career. Hey! Are there any questions? Glad I inspire such interest in people. It is my job to make y'all stare at me like a dog that's just been shown a card trick. And I want to thank you. You. I had something else to say. Well, it's about drugs. Once again, it's the final statement I'll make about drugs. But isn't it interesting? You never see positive drug stories on the news. You find that, is it just me? The news is supposed to be objective, isn't it supposed to be the news, right? But every drug story is negative. Well, hold it. I've had some killer fucking times on drugs. Let's hear the whole story. Same LSD story every time you've all heard it. Young man on acid thought he could fly, jumped out of a building. What a tragedy. What a dick. Fuck him. He's an idiot. He's dead. Good. Anybody can fly. Why don't you take off the ground and check it out first? You don't see ducks lined up to catch elevators to fly south. He's a fucking moron. He's dead. Celebrate. We lost a moron. Don't the world feel a little lighter today? I don't mean to sound cold or cruel or vicious. But I am, so that's the way it comes out. It's a personal problem. But how about a positive LSD story? That would be newsworthy too, I think, just once. Today, a young man on acid realized that all matter is merely energy condensed to a slow vibration, that we are all one consciousness experiencing itself subjectively. There's no such thing as death. Life is only a dream, and we're the imagination of ourselves. Here's Tom with snooker highlights. Thank God, look at the snooker. Yeah, it's a dream. Yeah. It's all just a dream, babe, a vacuous scheme, babe. Sucks you into feeling like this. Bob Dylan, shit's truth. Album, Blanc, Highway 61, bring it all back home, bring it all back home, bring it all back home, a 3-shit album. I read that. Shows some kind of suicidal tendency, doesn't it? Probably will be in a tower with a gun someday. Fuck it, who cares? If I was over here, I'd be in a tower with a soccer ball. Quit it, you hooligan. See, that's what's so weird about life. Now, correct me where I go astray on this one here. But, you know, when I was over here last week, y'all. Hello. Anyway, y'all. Jesus Christ. Anyway, you guys, you folk, you people here, people up here, please help me. Talk me through the sentence. The human beings that exist upon the planet known as the United Kingdom, you, just launched a Trident nuclear submarine. Can I ask you a quick question? Who's left to fight? There's no one left. Except the people. We arm first. There's no one left, y'all. There's no reason to continue with the fighting. There's no one left. Okay?
Let's say it again, all at once. There are no more enemies. We have won.
People go, boo. Russia's gone, but it's 7 new enemies. Oh, bummer. I thought the Cold War was over. No,
We have 7 new Cold Wars, asshole. It will never end.
what bugged me during that Persian Gulf War, hearing these, found out that Bush has been selling fucking Saddam Hussein weapons since 1986, right? And then during the Persian Gulf War, you hear all these intelligence reports. Oh, they have incredible weapons, incredible. How do you know that? We sold it to them. And as soon as that check clears, we're going in. Time's the bank open. We're going in at 9. We mean it. And he's a Hitler. He's a Hitler. Still in power. Saddam Hussein, after all that, still in power. CIA has a plot to get rid of. It's a plot they've used before to get rid of world leaders. The only problem they're having is convincing Hussein, to fly to Dallas.
Yes, the CIA killed Kennedy. Fuck you. They did.
Well, Bill War, Commission Free Bill.
You are a stupid moron. You are a sheep. You are being led by your fucker.
But no, Bill, the president wouldn't lie to us. The government is here for our common.
You devolving ape fuck.
Well, how could they lie to us? Just because they own all the TV networks and have a say on what comes over on them. Surely they would not use that power.
No, of course they wouldn't.
Ape fucker.
Don't get me wrong, I love America. I just hate Americans, okay? There is a difference. You know, we have this whole thing too, this flag burning. You see us, we're just idiots. We're fucking idiot people. You know, people were going retarded on this flag burning. 3 flags were burned in a 150-year period. Okay, I don't think it's that pardon upon burning of an issue, but people were going berserk. Hey buddy, my daddy died for that flag. Wow, I bought mine. Palmer. You know, they sell them in that store right there for $3. No violence with us. Hey buddy, my daddy died in the Korean War for that flag. What a coincidence. My flag was made in Korea. It's a small world after all. It's a small... No one ever died for a flag, okay? They may have died for what the flag represented, which was the
Freedom to burn the flag.
irony. Go with it. It's called a paradox.
We don't like paradox. We like being told Saddam Hussein is a Hitler, so we know where to express our hatred. Come on, ape people. Well, if he's a Hitler, Mr. Bush, how come you gave him weapons?
We don't want any more of those liberals asking questions. Damn liberals. Liberals thinking people should have food. Liberals thinking people should have homes. Liberals thinking there's no reason to fight anymore.
Damien, stay back. Your time is not now. 4 more years, Damien. Then your time will come.
I am sick. I really am. Yeah, we've sold them weapons, you know, all this time, you know. Luckily, we've sold them kind of shitty ones and kept the real good ones. Well, I tell you, if I was Saddam Hussein, I'd make my next jihad going back and get my money back for those fucking scuds. You know, I'd drop all the religious war for one moment. Excuse me, did you sell me this gun? I need a weapon I can fucking aim. Maybe I did not make that clear. I assumed that a weapon you should be able to aim at. Well, you didn't specify, Saddam. We got weapons that go shooting everywhere. You just said a weapon. Gave you this gun. I need one I can aim. I guess the scud is the perfect weapon for Saddam Hussein, because if you hate everyone, fuck it, let it fly wherever it wants. We hated him. Good job. Kind of hard to get a defensive going, but hey. Offensive, excuse me. I don't know my whole military thing.
You get the point.
I'm losing it. Slowly but surely. The thoughts are coming slower and slower. I got 6 more fucking shows. I feel bad for that Norwich crowd. You know what?
That was the company? Yes, it's called minimalism. It's minimalism.
And I think it's genius. It's genius. Brilliant.
It's called minimalism. He shows that he doesn't.
alive. It's him and it's cold. My dream is to be like the Grateful Dead, to actually do shows. Actually not even show up for a show. And my audience still goes, I was at the show that you didn't show up at. It was great. Grateful Dead got the best gig in town. I was at the gig they weren't there at. Man, it's fucking great. I'm taping. Who did?
Where are they? I don't know. Well, do you think they made it? I don't know. Well, this is kind of fun. Yeah, it is.
Is that great or what?
Great country.
The war. Yeah. The Persian Gulf distraction. That's what it was. It wasn't really a war. A war is when two armies are fighting. So, technically. Remember how it started, though? Once again, the fucking news. I don't know how it was over here, but in the States, remember how it started? They kept talking about the elite Republican Guard in these hushed tones, like these guys were the bogeyman or something. You remember that? Yeah, we're doing well now, but we have yet to face
The elite Republican.
Like these guys were 12 feet tall, desert warriors. Never lost a battle. We shit bullets. Not nearly as elite as we may have led you to believe. And after another month of bombing and not one reaction from them, they went from the elite Republican Guard to the Republican Guard to the Republicans made this shit up about there being guards out there. We hope you enjoyed your fireworks show. It was so pretty and it took our mind off of domestic issues. In that brief moment, AIDS was cured and there was no homeless. And we got to see incredible American technology blowing the fuck out of people. Makes you kind of proud. That's actually what people said in the U.S. Hey man, shut up. The war made us feel better about ourselves. How bad is your fucking self-esteem? You need a war to cheer up about.
Don't cut it down.
Feel like killing somebody! Jeez, may I recommend reading a book or taking a walk at dusk or something? Help a poor person. You'll feel better. People said, oh, Bill, Iraq had the 4th largest army in the world. Maybe. You know what? After the first 3 largest armies, there's a real big drop-off. Real big. The Hairy Krishnas are the 5th largest army. And they've already got our airports. Yeah. So, you want to talk crap? My vote is on Scallion Head and Terminal C. Excuse me, sir, are you busy? At the airport? No, I'm just hanging. I have to come here just to chill. Let me go tell the plane to hold on while you and I chat. You know that God loves you. Yeah, I know. I was wondering what he thought of you. Does he know you look like an onion? Let's pray about that together. Forgive me for looking like an onion, Lord. I thought you looked like an onion. I eat onion and taste good. I cut and I cry. We are the onion people. Not bad. Just slap me when I do that again. Bill, you're going up a comedy dead end. Circle back, son. Circle back. Oh, that's good eating. Well, folks, you're a wonderful crowd. I hope you're wonderful. I hope I'm not just babbling fucking idiot. You're going, gee, is this it? This is it? I hope you know, I can't understand what y'all are saying. I swear to God, you sound like birds tweeting to me. I I feel like an idiot. I just nod and yeah.
Huh? Alright.
I was in Scotland. That was kind of a neat rush for me because I always wanted to see the Loch Ness Monster since I was a kid, you know. And I asked people in Scotland, is there really a Loch Ness Monster? They said, oh, yeah, you dumb fuck, there's a monster in every loch in Scotland, you fucking American. Why don't you go back and bring your fat fucking family to look for it? Why don't you go back? Go back to your job, make some money, and bring it back over here and look for a monster, you fucking idiot. Look, a monster! Oh, you missed it. Just missed it. Look at it, Sharon Stone's pussy. You saw it over there. There's a monster in every law. Really? I thought as much. I have a theory the Loch Ness Monster is actually a submarine being driven by Bigfoot. No, hear me out. There's been several studies made. Scientists feel that I can never call one of those sex phone lines. That's amazing we've come to this point in our lives. Sex phone lines. How embarrassing to call some strange woman. She's going, oh, you've got me so hot. Your cock is so big. You've got the biggest cock. I think I got the wrong number. Lie to me, but stay within reason, you know. I'm not an idiot. Closer to the truth. Oh, you've got a cock. All right, yeah, I'm with you. Keep chatting. Hello, man with penis holding. But it's hard to have a relationship with this business. You know, you're always traveling. It's just, you know, it's going to take a very special woman, you know, or a bunch of average ones. I just know there is such thing. My girlfriend left me. I know you find find that hard to believe. Guy like me, sitting around watching porno all day. Good, right, yeah. Come on, better or worse, you know. I just think guys take breakups a lot harder than women. I really do. Thank you. Thank you, Uri Geller. He saw the punchline before it happened. Y'all are going to love this one. Van Gogh cut off his ear, sent it to the girl that left him. Wow. That makes a dozen roses look like a booger, man. Gee. Vince, you sure she's the one? Vince? I'm sitting by the phone, too, like a fucking idiot. This is kind of a crude question, but I'm kind of a crude guy, so it's all kind of perfect in a way. Tell me if I'm wrong here, but has every guy here at some point asked his girlfriend this? Honey, do you ever, like, look at your pussy? I'm the only one who's done that. We're just curious. We want to think that you think about it at all, and you'll never think about it as much as we do. And if you thought about it just occasionally, we'd be, thrilled with that idea. I asked my girlfriend, "Do you ever like look at your pussy?" She's like, "No." I said, "You never look at your pussy?" God, no. Wow. How do you not? I mean, you've never gone in a mirror and squatted around? Said, "Gee, I wonder what all the fuss is about. This seems to cause a fuss now and again. Maybe I should familiarize myself with it being the little fuss causer that it is." You've never done that? God, no. I got news for you. I look at my asshole and I pretend that it's your pussy. Would you meet me halfway here? Come on. I'm starting to feel foolish. I think I'm carrying more than my share of load of the imagination burden. But I asked my girlfriend, I go, "You want to look at it?" I am a goat boy. But anyway, she goes, I go, "You want to look at it?" She goes, "Ooh, no, gross." Gross? Nothing gross about your pussy there. What I want to do to your pussy. That's gross. She left me. Hard to believe. Is that all you think about? Yep. I worship your pussy. You're not thrilled by that at all, huh? No. Shot in the dark, This has become more like therapy than it should. I feel like I should pay y'all. Bill, your hour's up. See you next week. Can I recommend a little less jacking off? Our session might be more peppy. Are there any questions? Anything? This is a Royal College or something? Yeah? What is it? What do y'all do here? All right. Apparently all freshmen. We don't know yet. We just don't
out of books. I went to college for 3 weeks. I swear to God, could not get up to that 8 o'clock class as hard as I tried. You know that feeling? Yeah, I was going to night school, though. Oh, my heart was in it, you know. I had no luck at school. I'll tell you my luck. This is true. First grade, our teacher left the room for like a minute. We started playing keep away from this girl with her pencil. We're in first grade. We're all laughing. No, quit it. Give me my pencil. Quit it. Would you quit it? I need my pencil. Pencil came to me. I threw it. Went in this guy's eye. Blinds him for life. Everyone in class goes, Jesus, Hicks, it's a game. What are you, a psycho or something? Suddenly I'm Ted Bundy too, because this guy can't catch a number 2 pencil like a normal human. I got it. Ooh. Good move, you dork. I'm an assassin. Teacher came back. Hicks stabbed him. Well, suddenly I'm going after the fucking guy. Come on. It was a childhood game that went askew. You were all there. One time I was late to class, right, and I'm running in, sitting down, the guy next to me yanks my chair right when I sat. I hit the floor, even the teacher, did you give me entirety? Later on that year, that guy was late, class started, he's sitting down, I yank his chair out from under him, boom, middle of class, breaks his fucking back. That guy was in every one of my classes the next 5 years. Real funny, Hicks. The guy with one eye pushed him around. I don't know what to say. Well, y'all can park closer to the school now. No more tardies. Look on the bright side. And they wheeled away. So what do you guys do? What do you do? History. Cool. Huh?
End of question period. The question period is now over. Retarded comedian from the States will go back to pre-planned material now. He is tired of looking like a stupid asshole when people talk to him.
It's magnificent. Huh? One more time, but slower. I'm a retarded monkey boy. I ply my trade in nightclubs across the USA, doing dick jokes for the masses. You people have baffled me with your bird-like chirping.
What?
Thank you very much. Brandy Cadillac, baby. Thank you. Elvis gives away Cadillacs. No, he doesn't have a self-esteem problem. Elvis really liked your show. Brand new Cadillac. Okay, he's got his feet on the ground. See that? Right in the water. A clue. What do you make of it? Not much. A senior. Cool. That's the end of that. Fuck it. Any psychology students here? Yeah. In the back, bad self-esteem.
Physician, heal myself.
Psychology is really interesting to me. I heard this theory, the Oedipal theory, Freud, the Oedipal theory, right? Freud believed all men want to sleep with their moms, right? Now, I thought that was bullshit until one day. I saw a picture of Freud's mom. Oh! minute. All I'm saying is, she didn't come up with that theory at my house. The guy's trying to cure me now. All right. Okay, motherfucker. You want to see my dark little psyche chest open up? I got a pretty good attitude, I guess. I got one of those faces, people don't even know me, walk up to me out of the blue and go, "What's wrong?" Nothing. Well, it takes more energy to frown than it does to smile. You know, it takes more energy to point that out than it does to leave me alone. Tell you what, you get out of my face, I'll start smiling. The farther away you get, the bigger I grin. When you're out of sight, the party starts. Deal. Well, bud. Go to the airport, dock the Onion Man. Good night. I gotta get to my next class. No, I'm kidding. What was that? What does that mean? The bar's closed? Yeah. Wave of anxiety runs through the crowd. Don't worry, Bill, we're all tripping. Don't care tonight. Here's a weird question, kind of crude. Really, Bill? Cruder than you looking at your asshole and pretending it's a pussy? Sorry, yeah, that's why I'm warning you. No, it's kind of a crude question, and kind of sexist, but I'm asking for a friend. Are there actually women in the world who do not like to get blowjobs? Why do I ask? I'm with this woman. She goes down here for like 3 seconds, starts coming back up. And I'm going, oh. Unless you're getting up to put ice in your mouth. So that's what y'all do with ice here. All right. Don't waste the ice in the drink. Anyway, without getting graphic, she actually said to me, "I think you've had enough." Amazing how opinions can differ. But did I have a killer idea? Forget the sex stuff. This is phenomenal. That big. It takes a big pause. Did you guys see Terminator 2? Yeah. Phenomenal special effects. Unbelievable stunts. I'm thinking to myself, how are they ever going to be able to top these stunts in a movie again? How can you top this shit? There's no way. Unless they start using terminally ill people. Hear me out. As stuntmen in pictures. Now, I notice some of you, on the surface, this may appear to be a little cruel. Oh, God, Bill. This is terribly cruel. You know what I think cruel is? Leaving your loved ones to die in some sterile hospital room surrounded by strangers. Fuck that. Put them in the movie. What? You let your grandmother die like a little bird in some hospital room? Her translucent skin so thin you can see her last heartbeat work its way down her blue veins? Or do you want her to meet Chuck Norris? Doc, how come you dressed my grandmother up as a mugger? Shut up and get off the set. Action! Push her towards Chuck. Wow, he kicked her head right off her body. Did you see that? Did you see my Grammy? She's out of her misery. You've seen the greatest film of all fucking time. What a lovely afternoon. Okay, not one of my more popular ideas. But man, there's a book out in the U.S. called Final Exit. Did you hear about this book? Final Exit made the bestseller list. How to kill yourself in the privacy of your own home. How fucking selfish. You want to kill yourself, fine, but don't hang yourself from your shower curtain. Get in that car and drive into that wall when I say action. Here, put on this Stallone mask. Cool, it looked like a real dude. Okay, just don't ever say you love film as much as I do. I think we found your limit. All I'm saying is, people are dying every day, and films are getting more and more boring. I love film. I used to work at a movie theater on Hollywood Boulevard that showed nothing but horror films. Frightening. People that came off Hollywood Boulevard to see these films, scarier than any of those fucking films. You can hear stuff in those audiences like, I remember when I cut off a head. Am I in your way? They actually showed The Exorcist. Remember The Exorcist? They showed this movie on network television in the U.S. Why? They had to cut it all out, change it. You know what I mean? Remember the original scene in The Exorcist when the priest goes into the girl's room? This little 12-year-old girl's laying in bed. The priest walks in and she goes, "Your mother sucks cocks in hell, Father." Frightening, right? Same scene on TV. He walked in the room. She goes, "Your mother's goofy. She's a nerd. Her socks don't match." It didn't have that impact. I was looking, oh, it's the devil. You! Well, folks, more dick jokes. Man, oh man. I'm really tired, and I apologize really for this whole show. I'm staying over at this hotel, the Holiday Inn, or the 322. And, can someone help me? I stay in hotels like every day. Does do not disturb mean knock immediately in fucking chambermaid language? What? Signs on my door every night, every morning, they're there. Housekeeping, housekeeping. You need fresh towels? Yeah, I'm going to need fresh towels to wipe up your blood. You keep knocking on that fucking door. Do not disturb. I mean, it's fairly fucking clear, you know. Then again, I'm a reader. I love when I have the chain on the door. They said there were 5 minutes in the morning going... Someone in there? No, I hung the chain on the door, then leapt out of the window. So bummed I didn't have fresh towels. How could I live another fucking day? You ever had to just walk in your room with a passkey while you're in it? Do not disturb on the door. Housekeeping just strolls right in. I'm sitting there going, hey! Yeah, I need fresh towels, quick! Sorry you had to see that, but that sign says, do not disturb, not walk in, catch me jacking off. I can't even complain to anyone about that. I can't go to the front desk. You know what just happened? What kind of joint are you running here? Nothing to do in hotels. They got this thing now in hotels, this little schedule of movies you can buy by pushing a button, right? Some of these movies say they are adult features. Movies called Sex Kittens underneath, adult feature only on after midnight. What a coincidence. I'm an adult and it's 12:01. My choices are Sex Kittens or Karate Kid 3. Well, I'm going to be here 2 nights. Let's watch both of them. Starting with Sex Kittens. Have you ever seen one of these hotel adult features anywhere? Pornographic movie, but the pornography scenes are cut out. Who thought of that? I know, let's take a fuck film, cut all the fucking out of it, and leave that witty dialogue. And that intricate plot. They have all these weird cuts where you don't see the woman ever, but what do they leave in? Huh? The guy's hairy ass. Housekeeping. Go away! You know, it's funny how none of y'all have ever seen those movies, yet that music sure seemed to ring a bell with a couple of them. Must be a genetic memory or something. An uncle used to watch them. Actually, the films at this hotel are all in Dutch or something. I'm sure it's the same stupid plot. Well, Missy, looks like your car broke down. I could fix it if I had a big tool. Well, folks, my cigarettes are fucking wet now. Jesus Christ, I thought I was going to fill them up with water, huh? Well, folks, unless there's any questions, I'm going to go cough up blood in the dressing room. Here comes along, do-do-do-do, and I said, it's all right, do-do-do-do. Well, you've been very patient, and I want to thank you for being here for the recording of my live comedy album. Funny material and laughter will be dubbed in later. Why pressure ourselves? I wanted to end really spectacularly, rolling in the aisles and all that shit, but the budget didn't allow for it, so instead well, back to the clinic. Yeah, it's time for that Rorschach test one more time. And that? Pussy. Pussy. It's like pussy. It's a pussy? It's like a pussy. Is there a right answer? I am Goat Boy! Anyway. So, folks, I guess I'll have to, instead of being spectacular, say something profound. So I will say this. Life, like my act, has no fucking